Hello, Changemakers. Today we're going to talk about your final unit project, which is going to be going over your understanding of plot structure and characterization by analyzing a short story of your choice. And you're going to be using the technology of Genially, of an interactive infographic that includes all elements of plot and the use of dialogue from a short story. We're going to use this rubric. The first aspect is plot structure. Make sure that you include all areas of plot such as exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. You must match each one of the plot structure with an event from the story. You're going to include dialogue and characterization. You must show your understanding of how the character changes during the story and include clear explanations of what happens to the character and use quotes and actions from the story to support your thinking. And also to support character analysis, you're going to use clear character change during the story of content of the change of the character through the plot and explanations and why this change matters. Give strong examples to show this change. You're also going to include interactive features throughout your project. And I have made an example to show you how this works. You'll use one visual, such as a picture or a GIF. You can even include your own drawings. You're going to include one audio or video clip of 30 to 60 seconds and two interactive features. We're also going to have correct grammar and spelling. Let me show you my example for you. So I created this on Genially. We're going to make sure that we include our title to have our name clearly at the top. We're going to have our short story on the text as well. So I chose After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again by Dan Satant. I created a backdrop of a mountain to represent climax. So we're going to start here at the left. I represented an image of Humpty Dumpty on a wall to start my exposition and included a quote. And as we climb up the mountain for rising action, I included bullet points of elements of the story that are crucial or important, explaining the character change or events that are crucial and important as we make it to climax. For my climax, I included a 30 to 60 second soundbite audio recording explaining the climax of the story. And then as we move on, I did an image of falling action to include an important quote about how Humpty Dumpty is scared to climb up the wall, but this is a part of the story that's really important, and I explain why. An interactive feature I included was clapping because he did overcome his fear and he climbed the wall anyways. And I included a YouTube video of a reading of the end of the story and how this affected the change, and he overcame his fear of climbing and the wall after he had fallen and he changed. So this is my example. I will post this on our Google Classroom as a model example for you to use when you create your own Genially. Let's go to Genially's site. When you log in using Google, you're going to go over here to templates on the left-hand side, and we're going to go to infographics at the top, and we're going to create an infographic. You can choose any template you want, but I used a blank canvas. On the left is where you're going to change it to look like what you want. The top is text. Next, you have resources like pictures, GIFs, interactive images, graphs. Then you have features such as where you can add audio recordings, YouTube videos, hand clapping, or buttons. You can add questions for people to answer about your story. You could also include widgets. You can insert or upload your own images. You could change the background of your story as well. Like here's where I changed the background to a wall. And you can add other pages. If you have any questions about how to work any of these features, let me know. When you're done, you're going to come to the right-hand corner and you're going to share, and you're going to copy this and put it into the Google Classroom assignment page that I have created for you, and you're going to share it to me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Remember that you are the change that the world needs. Have a great day.